Hi.
Hey, dude.
How's
Okay,
it
hold
going,
on. I'm
man?
closing my email. I'm good.
I'm
I'm
gonna
I'm
show you how to
getting
do it.
lessons.
I'm gonna show you how to
Okay,
do
hold
it.
on. I lost you.
Do you still
I
have me?
swear I'm an adult. There you are. Hi. Okay. I see you.
Hi. I'm gonna show you how to turn notifications off on your computer.
Okay.
Okay, so press Command Space.
Yep.
Type in notifications or like notif.
Yep.
Press notifications.
Yep.
Go down to email or mail or messages.
Yes. Show
And
notifications on lock screen. Yeah, go ahead.
tick off play sound for notifications.
Got it. And basically do that on everything.
I do it on my mail and on my messages.
I want this off in general. This drives me crazy.
Okay, then go up to the top, go to Do Not
One second.
Disturb.
Oh, top where?
Like the top of where all those like you'll see
Oh,
like
yes. Do not
books and
disturb.
FaceTime.
Got it.
And then
Yep.
put on Do Not Disturb from like 9 a.m. until like whenever.
You're saving my life. Okay.
I got you, man. I got you. I got you.
Thank you. This is a cool show you're doing. When did you start doing
come
this?
on. This is my
It is.
You
It's like
are
a way.
you are part of my second episode.
Oh God! So you're finding your footing. You've been doing this
Yeah,
forever, though. You're a pro.
I know, but like I'm a radio host, Catherine. I'm learning how to do television, and I keep on doing this. Like never book me for Working Moms because I'll just do this all the time. Like I'm looking at you right now. I should be looking at the camera.
Right. No, but that's not camera work. That's very distracting. That's like, how am I supposed to remember to look at a tiny hole, which I can't even see? Okay, hold on, let me close system preferences. I don't have to press save or anything, right? Like I did it, it's done.
No, you're good. You're good. I
Okay,
did
cool.
Baroness recently. They had me on as like a guest star on Baroness, and I kept fucking blowing it because I'm so used to doing this, like radio or talking into the camera, that I kept on looking into the camera.
They're like, don't
like
look
my
there.
job was to play guitar. Like my job was to play like guitar with the Baroness crowd, and then just hang out with them and look around. And then I kept on doing this.
And you just stared at the camera. You dope. Did they yell at you?
Yes.
They probably were so
yes,
nice.
They did.
They did. They
well,
were like,
no,
stop
they
it.
were like. They were like, "Hey, Tom, great job. You know, the energy is really good. I think you're really getting what we're doing.
So much worse.
Just if you could just,
so much worse.
Just don't mind, maybe not looking into the camera as much. I mean, I know it's so easy to do." And then I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I try again, and I go, and they go like, "Hey, buddy, great job. Just want to say that off the bat, but you're not really, you know." So, yeah. By the fifth time,
in
it got
those
to like,
cases,
Tom looked into the camera again. That was it. That's all they said.
It's a weird creature, that camera. And if you have like multicam, like we have scenes where there's 3 cameras going and they're all like right, you got to look at anywhere but there. And if there's no one else in the scene with you, it's very weird.
Do you ever still do it?
Accidentally, I have. Like one of my favorite takes, because I do post right on the show. So we'll be going through all the takes and I'm like, oh, that one's so funny. But you'll accidentally be like as I'm like looking through, you'll just see my eye catch it for a second. And you're like, ugh, can we speed it up? Is there ways to like cut around it? But if it's right there, it's really hard not to. It's so embarrassing.
I know. And I get so excited when I see it.
I know. You're like, oh, it's real. So is this your home I'm in right now?
This is my house. This is my living room.
Nice. And you're going to like do this until you can get back into CBCQ? Or is this just in addition?
I mean, I'm doing Q every day, 5 days a week. I'm
from
going on the
here?
current in the morning, and I'm doing this.
So you're working actually more in this break than you did before quarantine.
I'm the only Canadian working more. That's a
The
joke,
only
by the
human.
way. Doctors are working more. That's a joke, by the way. Just in case they isolate that and try to blackmail
Oh,
me with it.
right, right, right. It's true. I forget there's people other than interviewers and actors out there.
Yeah.
That yes. Um,
I
you're
thought we were
working like
it.
crazy.
Yeah, we're
Well,
the only people doing the real essential work right now, Catherine.
real work. It's true. It's what the people need.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Interviews with actors and actors being interviewed.
No, it's going to save the world. I mean, I guess there's like a
I
couple
actually
doctors working on a vaccine.
Well, what I like about this show we're doing, in all honesty, is that like we're talking to you, we're talking to like Margaret Atwood, and then we're also talking to like truck drivers and people who own grocery stores. And I don't know, man, I
That's
just can't do the
great.
news all the time. We need some of this.
Totally. Totally. And I think it has been one of those moments where like we're on social media so much. And I do keep seeing like people who have real jobs, doctors, nurses, grocery store workers, truck drivers, etc., and being like, I mean, I know entertainment has its value. I'm not ignorant. I consume tons of TV, but I do watch it being like, God, everyone else just needs to take a pause right now and let the real people do their job. People like me just need to like
Yeah.
sit back for a second.
Yeah. Let's just relax.
Yeah, let's just relax.
Um,
Let the real
Let
people
me
work.
start here. How are you
Yeah.
holding up?
I'm doing okay. I don't think I do not feel right complaining. That is for sure. It's I'm struggling with the homeschooling. I don't think I'm very good at it. And it's I'm still working, so that's been very complicated.
What kind of homeschooling are you doing?
The kind where I hand them iPads and run. No, I'm trying. Like I taught I just recently taught my 6-year-old, like, I opened up like, we have these workbooks, and thank God there's like a Zoom school for them to attend. But there's hours where I'm supposed to like review it with him. And he has to learn, at the phase of learning how to tell time. Remember that when you had to look at a clock and like learn what the big hand and the little hand meant? And I'm realizing, I'm like, oh my God, this is pretty complicated. I've really been taking my phone for granted. Like it's like 5,
Why
10,
does he have
15,
to
20.
learn that?
I know, I know. I feel like most kids his age are just going to be staring into phones.
Yeah.
But
It's like
yes,
learning an
he's
abacus.
it's true. It's like a sundial. Doesn't make any sense anymore. But yes, I'm teaching him. I think I taught him how to read a clock. Time will tell. That's a nice pun for you. That's a pun for your viewers.
Pretty good, pretty good.
I've
And
been home too long.
you're living with your kids and your folks?
I am. And it's been kind of stressful. I mean, both of my parents are in their 70s, both have medical issues. And I think, I mean, everyone's already so stressed out, but the fact that additionally, I have to make sure that we don't go like nothing can come every time I order something from Amazon or like I don't think we ever even order takeout food, very rarely, because I'm just so paranoid that, my parents are kind of the target demographic for this thing. It's stressful.
But you're getting along.
We're for the most part getting along. We're watching movies together, and they're like my dad who went to McMaster's. What? Shout out to McMaster's. I'm sure there's some fun. I don't know what the what the mascot is, but anyway, he
I
was
think it's
actually
a
a music
book.
major. Is it? Is it actually?
Yeah, it's a big book.
Or is that just an
Big book
awesome
with
joke?
glasses.
Yes,
That's just a
it's just
joke.
the Harry Potter owl. Yeah, but he was a music major, and so he was in a cappella group called the Twin Tone Four, and so there's been some singing and some jamming, not Tom Power level jamming. I would never, but we're having some fun. We're having some fun.
I love the idea of your dad, like Ivan Reitman, is like legend in film, singing in an a cappella group.
Oh my God, I can't sing happy birthday to someone without him hitting 3 harmonies. The man understands the music scale. He's really he's very musically talented.
How about you? Are you taking this time to like learn how to do something that you couldn't do before?
Tom, I hope you're not asking everyone this question. I'm so annoyed with this, and here is why. Like, there's a lot going on. Fair? And
Yeah.
I feel like there's so much pressure on us right now to like learn how to play an instrument or write the next great novel or discover a vaccine by accidentally combining bleach and toothpaste. And not only am I not capable of all those things, but it's a really stressful climate right now. I don't find it creatively stimulating. I don't find it to be like when people are like, I'm bored, I feel like doing something playful. I'm like, I was talking to a friend the other day who's like, you know who I'm sick of listening to right now? People without children. People are like, oh, I made another bread, or here's a yoga pose. I'm like, where are you finding that? I feel I'm working full time with kids at home and trying to teach them how to read a clock. No, I haven't learned
Yeah, I know.
to play an
I
instrument,
don't
Tom.
have children, and I was just about to tell you that I learned how to make bread.
Of course you did. You making sourdoughs? You making a wicked walnut cherry loaf? What are you making over there?
I just got so much free time. I don't know what to do with it.
You have to. You have to. Would you learn to play something for me, and then download it? I'm sure
Yeah,
we'll
I
be able
can
to
do that.
download by the end of the thing.
I will learn. I will play you anything you want. I think the last time I saw you was at a Bahamas show. I'll play you a
Yes.
Bahamas song.
You promise?
You got it.
And I'll show you that I can read time.
Well, let's talk
Same.
about Workin Moms for a second. I think we have a clip. Take a listen to this.
You're gonna go with mommy to work, okay? It's gonna be a fun mommy work day. Yeah, let's put out some fires. Yeah.
So that's Kate taking her son to work after he misses the bus. Do you think that Working Moms lands different during this pandemic?
I think that there is a want for escape right now. And our show, which drops on Netflix, season 4, May 6th, and of course you can find it on CBC Gem, is that. I mean, it's a great escape. It is like literally the image of women leaving the house and going and acquiring their dreams in fabulous blazers. So I think it's pretty fun to watch right now. But I also know that it's a different world right now. I feel like it's a very delicate time. Like I feel like I'm watching things being like, huh, will we ever be able to shake hands again? That high five that those two best friends did, is that a thing of the past? Are we going to be able to enter buildings without getting our temperature taken? It's a, you know, as I'm looking into the future potentially of the show, I'm definitely considering, does this affect it? Is it a new world?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I really do think that like more than ever, and I'm not just saying that because I have a stake in this, but like more than ever, it's proven that like shows that can take our minds off of it have a deep, deep value, you know?
Oh my God, yes. And also shows that can make you feel something, right? I mean, I was watching Mike Nichols' Working Girl with Melanie Griffin, and I haven't seen it in ages. And I found myself like crying. I found myself fully moved. And I was like, God, I need to feel this right now. I need to feel things other than the anxiety of, are my parents going to get through this? Are my kids going to catch it? Am I going to fail my children? And are they going to have to be held back a level next year? Can my husband and I survive all this with all this pressure? You know, it's nice to be able to just click on something and laugh at really small problems.
What's your advice to parents right now who are home with their kids?
Find a closet, lock the door, and find. My advice to parents is to be easy on yourself. It's really stressful right now. And I think that people who are handing out advice or pushing you to learn new instruments they mean well, but they're dangerous. I think you should listen to yourself and take it easy and take the pressure down a notch. You're doing great. And if my hope is that come fall, when all of our children, knock on wood, re-enter schools, that there'll be a gradual, let's put our toe in the water approach to where are all of we academically, that we're not expected to all of a sudden become professors, that we can all be a little easy on ourselves coming out of this.
Well, listen, if you want to know how to bake bread or make a watch out of aluminum foil, I'm here.
I would love to learn how to make a watch out of aluminum foil. I can see no problems with that. That's going to work out perfectly.
I got a couple of questions for you.
Yes.
I got a couple of questions for you, like a quarantine quiz. Question number 1, what have you been eating during this pandemic?
Not homemade bread, I'll tell you that much. What have I been eating? I've been eating a lot of oatmeal and pasta and rice. Like I said, because my parents are older, I don't order a ton of takeout or delivery food. So we're really trying to make every meal stretch. I made a wicked tuna salad the other day, added some jalapeno peppers, chopped up some pickles, little lemon juice, little mustard, little hot
Martha
sauce.
Stewart. I feel like I'm talking to Martha Stewart.
Not the first time I've been called Martha Stewart. I dipped some Lay's potato chips, throw some ketchup chips in there. You're welcome. What have I been?
What's something you've been watching? What's something you've been binging? I mean, you making your Working Moms, your dad being this, sort of legend of film and television. What are the Reitmans watching together?
Oh, just Tiger King. I made my dad watch all 2 seasons of Succession. We actually finished it last night, and it was so fun to watch with him because he is a really different generation, and the show is extremely combative, and it feels new. It doesn't feel like a show of his era, but I loved watching him because I've already seen it all. I love that show. I think it's some of the best writing on TV, and watching him watch it and talk to him after each episode. Because there's also like not so hidden misogyny baked into every episode. So talking to him about that, there was just so many extraordinary conversations that came out of watching that with him. I loved it.
What's the first thing you want to do when this is all over and we're allowed out again?
Oh, what a great question. So much better than what instrument are you learning? I'm never going to let you down on that. Ever, Tom. What am I looking forward to doing? I am looking forward to going to a restaurant and ordering a glass of wine and ordering something I can't make, which is just about anything but tuna salad. Yeah. Going to a game night.
I'm looking forward to seeing you at a spin class again, like I used to on the weekends.
Yes, my spin buddy. Now, are you exercising at home? What are you doing?
You're going to hate me even more. I'm learning how to jog. I'm doing like a couch to 5K.
That's amazing. I don't hate you at all for that. I work out every day. I take it really serious. I think you got to. It keeps you sane. I'm addicted to it. And
what are you doing for working
you're like
out?
A marathon runner. I do the Peloton bike. And I love it because there's like apps where you can, there's also yoga you can do, and you don't need weights or anything. You just use stuff around the house. So I love it. But I'm not
I like that
running
a
a marathon.
I'm essentially Donovan Bailey now.
I always thought of that of you, so it's nice.
Yeah. They used to call me the Donovan Bailey of public broadcasting, and I really feel like here I am.
Do you have to put Band-Aids over your nipples when you jog? I hear that's a thing.
Not yet, but the time is coming, just for aesthetic purposes.
Yeah, just for the look. For the support?
Yeah, just for the look, I just do it around the house.
It's a good look. Do you have any pets?
I have a cat.
And does the cat judge you?
The cat almost died last week. Like the cat started having seizures, and the cat started having nosebleeds. The cat's fine, but just in the middle of all of this, I had to take the cat to the vet during a quarantine where you park outside of the vet. The vet comes and takes the cat from your car and brings the cat in. And now I got to give the cat like 4 or 5 pills a day.
Oh no. No, medical crisis outside of coronavirus right now is so stressful. Like my son chipped a tooth and I'm like, well, you're going to have that for a while. We're not going to the dentist to fix that right now. Or like my mother came down with jaundice. We woke up one morning and I went downstairs to breakfast. I'm just making oatmeal. My mom turns her head and she's the color of a yellow highlighter. And I can't take her to the ER right now. Like I had to call a doctor. Like when something happens now medically that's not somebody coughing and getting a fever or corona symptoms, you really have to consider it. Like, is this worthy of going to the doctor? How do I handle this? I feel like I'm like a doctor, a nurse, a mom, a daughter, all the things. It's so stressful.
I do think everyone's feeling that way. And Catherine, thanks for talking to me about all this stuff today.
Of course, thanks. I love seeing you.
I love seeing you too, buddy. Take care.
Bye, guys. Stay well and stay home.